Did it work? Did I click it good enough? Help somebody. I'll keep clicking. Oh no. I just keep clicking. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think it's happening. Here we go, you guys. Playback, scan for viruses. Oh, here goes my, no, is it not? Okay. What? Okay. Booyah. And we're back. Imagine meeting you here. Oh, I assure you, I'm not a cat. Meeting is being live streamed. Got it. Got it, everybody. Here we go. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything good? Is it happening? Yay, I see all my people. I see somebody in chat. Hi, Atlantic Coast. Hi, Atlantic Coast. Wanderer MT. Hi, Mark Williams. Oh, yeah. And there she is. Davio. Uh-huh. Okay. There's Doug. There's Lucane. This is like OnlyFans, man. I don't know. I know what that is, but I never looked at that. I don't think it would be a good idea. Hey, you guys, who is Little Rock? The user Little Rock. Do we know who that person is? Are they in here? I got a very mysterious message from Little Rock. Do I trust him or her? Here we go. I'm looking at my other computer. I sent Huli to see if she'd join me tonight. Here we go. And she said she would. She said she'd read the chat while I worked on the poem. So I sent her the link. So there's X marks the spot. There's Buck. Hi, Buck. I want to do that. I want to make not na, but like a deer antler buck. I have to be animated. Who else gets something? There's the king gets a bow. Oh, there's Kevin S. My cat is an a-hole. I went down to see what the hell was wrong with Catamus there. And yeah, he announces it after he goes in his litter box. He needs to come tell me about it right away. That's what that was. He had to come announce it. And so I went down there and went, oh, that's what? Okay. I mean, really? I guess it's good. We don't have, whatever. I'm a dog person. Cats are, everyone says dogs are harder than, like they're, oh, I don't know. Why are we talking about dogs and cats? Cold Corona. Oh, here's what I'm drinking tonight. Miller Extra Light beer. Only 64 calories. Mm-hmm. But it probably would taste really good with a lime stuffed in there. Feel like, vacation-y. I would trust as I would Forrest, in my opinion. Oh, Mario. So that's what I'm saying, you guys. What about you know, everybody, this is a community, so people know and see that person um more than me. But okay, so, and it has to be, here's the thing, they said they're going to send me something in the snail mail, and there are, like, I can start naming people, just naming people, how many people know my real address where I live. Smart enough, but like a gypsy's kiss, I won to Amy Seeks, I won stuff, or I don't know how, but there's like so many, just K-Pro and Cow or Cowleys, all those guys, they all have my address because they've sent me, people send me stuff or have asked me, you know, I'm always getting presents in the mail. So it has to be somebody that I've dealt with before. So, or somebody really creepy. I don't know. It's either really creepy or whatever, but it's like, it's like a prank, you know, like a prank. Oh my God, I can't believe I said those words. It's like a Jim, it's like uh, a Dwight prank from The Office. You know how a Jim and Pam they sent Dwight up to the roof with and made him throw his cell phone because he thought a helicopter was coming for him. So that's what I feel like. It's like, damn, I wish I would have thought of it first, but I don't know what it is, and that's funny. But they said they're going to send me a USB card or thing, and I got to stick it in my computer, and then there's a secret message or something. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Huh? Oh, it would taste better if you dumped it out and filled the bottle with Bud Light. I wanted to get Budweiser. I usually like that Budweiser 55, but they're sold out, and I don't know, I can't find it. It's hard to find. Oh, I just got a present. One of somebody who wishes to remain anonymous always, that is a mystery person in the chat, sent me $50. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh Lord, you'll be the topic for her next show. She said my name 50 times today. She's irrelevant. She is. I mean, that's the worst thing I can say about her. Whatever, Trevor. But she can sure throw my name around, and I don't say boo. It's like I said, the worst thing I ever say is she's irrelevant. She's no longer has relevance to the chase. She played her part. It's over. Cake Brie. I mean, good luck. Thank your God your baby goes in the litter box. We've all been shrewded. Hi, Redneck Express. Good to see you. Oh my God. Okay. I'm afraid to look back at the chase because I can't believe it. But I don't know. I mean, somebody goes back on an old video. Little Rock, that's the user. Am I supposed to not say what's going on? I don't know. I don't know the rules to the game, Little Rock. But they sent me a thing and said, they sent me a message and said, when it's right, I'm going to send you a envelope with a message and then a USB stick, memory stick. And then you can monetize it or something like that. Like, I can't monetize boo. So I don't know what they think, how they think. how they think YouTube works, but I generous people who, for whatever reason, okay, I entertain people with my nonsense and they give me money through my PayPal account sometimes. And it's awesome. But other than that, like you two, I don't have enough people to make any money. So I don't know what, so I don't know what to think about this. Like this prank, it's like, oh, ooh, let's see if we can get her to what, ruin my computer. Maybe it's a virus. I stick that thing in and then I have spyware on and then they what? I don't know. What would you do? What if it really comes? Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, it is safe to say what it is. Mm-hmm. I want to send you a present. You do. I know I should would that be fun? I know I would like to send people stuff too. Like I wanted to send people fun postcards. I want to make Forrest Fenn Thrill the Chase postcards and send them to all sorts of people. But people are paranoid about, having somebody's real address, and it's a flipping real reason to as well. Hooli, where are you? I'm gonna go back and look in my mail because I told her to join me. I want to work on the poem for a bit and have her and read her just in reading the oh, but maybe she thinks it's 9 o'clock that I'm coming on. Okay, so maybe Hooli comes on at 9. Did I send the link properly? Yes. Okay. That's what I'm going to go with. I would never act Copper Dan. Is Copper Dan in here? Hi. Oh, do you want to be a moderator, Copper Dan? I don't know who to be I it's like, does anyone really want that job? I mean, I didn't ask you, Candy. I just kind of like stuck you with it. Don't care. I trust your judgment. But I can't, now I'm looking at my email and see that $50, somebody sent me $50 who I can't say who it is. It's Mystery Matthew. Hey, I can say that much. Mystery Matthew, because no one knows who that is. Who? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna what should I do, you guys? Do you want to talk about, okay, there's a thing. Do you guys want to talk about what Candy's talking about what she's dug up about the Jack, what do you call them? The Reddits stuff? Like, I think is that what you guys want to talk about? Or do you want to Winston G, a postcard from Susie? See, I know I would be like, I could draw the iconic images from the Thrill of the Chase, make them cute or whatever chase related. I got sketches and doodles and all sorts of stuff already. I need to make more art. I got to write that down. I'm going to write that every time I think of it. I'm going to write it down so I see it. Right in front of me. Make more art. Hi, Mark Lewis. I took the pressure away. I took your wrench away not because I don't trust you and think you're a great guy to do this. I think you are. I just don't think you want to deal with it. Who wants? I mean, do you want it back? I will. Oh God. Oh, you guys want Susie, you're a great artist. Thank you, Cover Dan. I don't know if I'd say great. You are a great artist. Artists in the chase. I know. Artists in the chase unite and do, chase art for our Forrest Fenn Museum. Yeah, if we're going to talk conspiracies, let's dream up stuff like that. Let's start the rumor that there's going to be a Forrest Fenn Museum. I'm going to keep saying that until it happens. Guess what? There's going to be a Forrest Fenn Museum where you can touch everything, where it's like a learning thing. And you can learn about archaeology there and take a free rock. Every kid gets to pick a rock out of a treasure chest. Oh, I would be great. You know what? I need to be a creative assistant on at this Forrest Fenn Museum. Now that's so much more fun to talk about while we wait for Hooli. And then display all the artists' different things, and you can buy, and the gift shop would be awesome things like Forrest Fenn related postcards by Susie Fennhaven. Yay! Make it happen. I'll jump in to support you, but I can't promise I'll behave. I'm sick of the assholes attacking me, so I'm throwing it back. Oh my God, Candy. It's so hard not to react to the crap. I know. And if you take a lot of it, and it's not fair. But I heard a rumor that Susie Fennhaven and Jack. There we go. Jack is sending me a secret USB stick that has a video on it of him finding the chest. And then I got to figure out what to do with it. That's what it is. Little Rock is Jack. Let's start that rumor. Make it happen. Put it out into the universe until it happens. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, I hate that the Chase in India. I just read this. Well, on top of it all, I'm not going up against the chosen VIP4 and the rest of the sellouts. I hate that's happening. I hate that that's happening. That sucks. And I hope it's created bullshit drama just to keep us all squawking and not real, I hope that's the thing. So we're gonna go at a higher level. You know what, Candy? I'm going to distract you. I need your brilliant mind. I'm gonna start working right now, doing what I said I was gonna do. There she is. Yay. Hooli's connecting to audio, everybody. And I'm going to jump over.
Hi, Susie. I'm sorry I'm late. What happened? You started early.
I know. I decided to come on at 8 o'clock instead. And I came on early anyway, just because I'm bored, basically. My sister's at work. And I wanted to work on the poem, and I thought, why not just go live and do it in front of people,
Okay. My apologies. I told you, yeah, sure, I'll be in there, and I'm chit-chatting away on the phone.
Oh, I didn't send you the message until way after I did. I already did a live Zoom or a live YouTube.
Oh, shoot.
It was nothing. It was just to tell everybody, hey, I'm on and I'm going to go live and work on the poem on a new link.
Okay.
God. Okay. So what was I doing here? I was pulling up. I don't know if it's possible. I want to pull up my old videos about me working on the poem and share screen. That's what I'm doing. Okay. I think I'll crash my computer if I do that. Maybe I should do it with here we go. I'm going to go back to Zoom. Sorry, you guys, as I work this out, I'm inventing a new way. Hey, I know. Um, I'm gonna do it on my phone. And let's see. This means I'll have be logged in on 3 different devices to YouTube. I don't know if this will work either, but we're about to find out. So Huli, how are you doing tonight? What do you know? What do you think about anything?
Um, so I'm super
Have you been
excited.
keeping up? Have you been staying out of the fray of the, you know, the extra crap that's not really real? Or what do you, oh, wait. Did you hear Amy Seeks is going to have an interview tomorrow night
I think
about,
so. Did it change?
no, it's awesome. Whatever, whatever.
Saturday or Sunday?
That's exciting. What do you think of that?
So, hey, Angelina Jolie. Hi, everyone. So, and I apologize. I interrupted you, like just
No, go
frantic.
ahead. No,
So I'm keeping my head down, my mouth shut, and my ears open.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be super exciting. I can't wait to hear what happens.
Because I think, no matter, I think this is how we're going to get the information, It's a distraction, Indy says.
What kind of information?
Or is it what you've taken the hook? Candy, I'm just wondering, is it what you've taken the hook on? Is that the distraction? Or is this a distraction? It's like this, we all get to pick what do we, I don't know. What do you think? Where's Adam Foddy?
He's in bed. I actually messaged him earlier, and he's doing better with his COVID situation. And he might actually go out.
Oh my God, he had so many people. Oh my God.
Yeah. But he said he probably couldn't stay awake for your show. But you know what, Susie? If there's anyone that he was going to lurk for, it's going to be you.
Hi, Adam. I hope you're feeling better, lurker. You can lurk all you want with your head on your pillow and just listening to what's going on. Okay, here we go. I think I've got it.
So do you want me to read chat, Susie? Is that what you said you wanted me to do?
Yeah, you read
Okay.
chat. Yeah, can you read chat? Because I'm going to try to not read chat, and I'm going to try to play these old videos of mine and see if we can come out of, it's just me flat out working on the poem. And these are from over 3 years ago, and so it's like something that, who knows what I could scare up. But you know what? At the time, all I remember is at the time, it made me think of, God, this feels like Yellowstone. And it even found Yellowstone in the poem. And I dismissed it because it made me, I just thought, no way could it be in Yellowstone because of all of the, the legal spiegel stuff. And so, I always dismiss Yellowstone. As soon as anything came up with it, I would go on the outskirts of that, the Gardner. I danced around that Montana side and, even found a cluster of roads that were all named with zodiac signs. And the only one was Cancer. The only one that wasn't was Cancer. There was, Aries and Libra and Virgo and blah, blah, blah. There was everything except for Cancer. And it was like, no one wants to live on Cancer Lane or whatever.
Right?
Call it like Starlight Lane, or I don't know. But so it's like, okay, is there something? Did he buy private property? Is there like where Cancer Lane should be? Like, I went down so many rabbit holes with this. But what are we talking about that for? Oh yeah, because it was back in when I was trying to I'm gonna play the videos.
So
I
do you
already
want,
did.
sorry,
What?
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do you want
No.
every single comment or just like any big highlights or thought-provoking items?
Yeah, thought-provoking things. And I think once I start talking about this, people I don't know,
Yeah.
use your best judgment. There's no
Okay,
rules
cool.
here.
Okay, cool.
You know how it
I'm at your service.
is. Bye. Thank you, my dear.
Sure.
Thank you for your support. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I even brought a snack up here tonight. And then the irony of it all, I brought goldfish. Irony. And that, it's just maybe that's what it was, a subliminal message about the Catcher in the Rye book. And it's the very first page has the goldfish on it because that's the name of the story that DB, whoever it is last name. Oh my God, DB Cooper is what it makes me think of. Anyway, how did it see? Look at fly, squirrel. Here we go. I'm going back into my things, and these are really short. Let's just hear this. It can't be bad. I mean, it's hi everybody. Okay, I'm working on the poem, and how about this? How about heavy loads? There's my dictionary. Oops, things are okay. How about heavy loads burden? Burden, a load, especially a heavy one. Okay, I'm gonna keep working. Thanks for watching. Hi, everybody. Oh, okay, there was that one. And when you do look up the word burden in the dictionary, the first definition is a load, especially a heavy one. Heavy loads, burden. I'm going to write that down. See, these are just random as I am. And the videos are just going to be that heavy load.
Are you taking comments and everything?
Yeah, if you want to.
What about Washington?
Oh, I love it. Washington is another. Uh-huh. How would you use that?
I don't know yet.
Could be a road. I know. You don't need to know yet.
Water
You don't
high?
need to. You know what? This is brainstorming the poem and translated into different ways. And there are no wrong answers and there's no right answer either. Right now, we're just doing it. I love that. What else is, I see my name from Chase and Annie. Can you,
So JK Pioneer said brown trout, of course. Mario said heavy loads, water high, same thing maybe. And Chasing Indy said, fun fact, heavy loads can define as sediment and silt deposit in fishing. It creates a perfect environment for trout spawning at Susie Fennhaven.
okay, so it creates a perfect environment. So that also reminds me of, what did you say? Can be defined as sediment and silt deposits in fishing. And was it Rudy Green or was it Cynthia talking about the finding a bridge across the Madison River? What did they call it? An underwater bridge. Using the rocks and the sediment or whatever to be able to ford the river. Isn't that what that's called? Fording the river?
Yeah. And I actually was introduced to the word weir years ago by someone else, which I wondered if that was considered a weir.
Mark Lewis says, I like being told what to do. Me too. It's just so much easier for me. Just tells me what to do. I mean,
Me too. Just
it's
give me the
great.
task and let's go.
Exactly. What is it? I got it. Oh my god.
So X marks the spot. I hope your son's surgery went well. And she says heavy loads are electrical.
Electrical.
Yeah. And Jim
Okay.
King says everyone has to cross bare, BARE, naked.
Footed. Okay, I'm gonna scare up another silly video. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, where do we go? Okay, I gotta keep going. Never mind. Sorry, you guys. I don't even know how many videos I have right now. And I have a lot, and these are marked private. So I have a lot more. I have a super funny one. Do you guys want to see a super funny one about what this was a year ago, right before the chest was found? I'm going to play you my return to Fennhaven video. Oh, no. Oh boy. Yeah, look, new and improved videos coming soon. I was planning my big comeback and copied Smell the Sunshine's whistle and made a lame video. And then the damn treasure was found. Let me see when this was. I made this. Let me see the date on this thing. May 23rd, 2020. I made this May 23rd, 2020. And then there we have it. Okay.
But then we got to see your face.
Yeah. And then that's when my videos start being okay. Let's go back to the old 3 years ago one. Let's see what this one is. Hi everybody, welcome back. Working on the poem. And what about water high, meaning deep. I don't know. I like it though. Okay, thanks for watching. Hi everybody. Oops, go back. Burden. Oh, because I was going with heavy loads, burden, and then deep burden. So water high. Let's brainstorm that, you guys. Water high. What did I say? Deep. What else could water high translate into something that it could be a high water mark on a river. Water mark on the banco riverbank.
So there's a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
So far, just FYI, they're still talking about some heavy loads. Mary Green said it could be the coins, the treasure chest full of gold coins, as in ore, O-R-E.
Oh, okay. So,
and she and Silver Fox both said the rock, like Yellowstone, equaling gold.
mm-hmm.
Of course,
stones are heavy. Rocks. Yeah. Rocks.
Mojo Man Mike said heavy loads and water high could also mean a large amount of snow, or a glacier.
Mm-hmm. And then I also use that. I gotta write this down before I forget. Glaze. I use that as Missoula, Montana at one point, because Missoula is translates to one of the Native American languages from that area. Missoula is what I think it means is place of frozen water.
Oh, wow.
Because that's where the glaciers cut through. And then you can see on the rock walls where the glaciers cut through. You can see like 10,000 years worth of time in one, by the way it was carved out or something. But that's why I use Missoula and ended up in Butte. And that's where that was my warm water heavy load. Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Indy said, I think we're all forgetting that Fenn wrote the poem based on emotion, his family, fishing. Think about it, Susie Fennhaven. And then Two Trips said, Fenn used the term heavy loads in reference to harvesting logs in spring of 2016 in an interview. Which
and I also how that could translate to a landmark in the real world is the log flumes right out of Du Noir and Du Bois. There's that log flume or logging. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, along Warm Spring Canyon Creek.
Uh-huh. It seems so. Mm-hmm. How clever he can. Oh, that forest.
Mario also says, what about a water tower for heavy loads of water?
Yeah. Water tower. And I also use that as a landmark because it will be on one of those what do you call those? A topographical map? What are those maps called? That okay. There'll be the railroad tracks. They'll have the water towers for the old railroads or whatever. They're going to be a landmark on a map. And the older the map is, I mean, if you get an old map, you can have when steam engines were going through the Yellowstone Park or wherever. So I really like that water tower. I started right outside of Gardner with that at one point too. And then there's coke ovens right outside Gardner that you can find at the top of the map, coke ovens. And I thought, ovens, that's got to be home of Brown. It's those coke ovens, which are like, I don't know, something to do with but it's by the railroad tracks and it's something to do with mining or I don't know. It was something like
mining. You're right.
Whatever. I've been down. If there's a way to look at this, I've done it. I'm sure of it. But I'm glad, but here's what it is. All of us, it's great that we finally, this is what I always wanted to happen is everybody, this great community of these brilliant minds that all have thought about it from every direction. Let's talk about it. Let's figure this crap out, Okay, I'm going to play another.
Well, can I give you just a couple more blurbs real quick? Doug Haydak.
Oh, there's 3D Bronze. Hey, 3D Bronze. How are you tonight? Lucky Digger. Good to see you, T Brown. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. Doug says it could be emotional heavy loads. And I like this one. T Brown mentions heavy LODES. Loads. LODES. We've talked about that in the long past.
And
haven't heard that mentioned.
A load. That's a rock, right? I mean, a load is related to rocks and mining or something, right? LODES. I don't know. Should I look it up so I know what the heck?
It's a vein of metal ore in the earth.
Okay, metal ore in the earth. Okay. That sounds like heavy loads for sure.
But it's also
a vein of metal ore in the earth. Yep. A rich source of something.
So if you look at the Old English, it actually says way coarse variant of load, and the term denotes a water course in the late Middle English.
Wow.
So a water
The
course.
term denotes a water course in the late Middle English and a lodestone in the early 16th century.
Good call.
See,
Hey,
I
Brown.
love this. I love this idea of this because what Jack has told us and is you got to be an English major to figure this out, or it's something to do with the translation of the language and how you use the language and the translation of the words. I don't think it's, and he talks blatantly that it doesn't involve puzzles. And everyone thinks of it as a puzzle, and it's not a puzzle. It's an English interpretation, right? That's what I feel. That's my interpretation of what he's trying to tell us through his confirmation bias video. Okay.
And yet we have to infuse some imagination in there. And I like this one. 3D Braun says the train water towers are called water stops. So like the heavy loads could be what's in the train, but also the, water stops and or the white cloud that comes out of a steam engine up in the air reminds me of like sort of like an Eric Sloanish kind of.
That's a very Eric
visual.
Sloany thing. The vapor or whatever, the clouds of, up.
Water high.
Water high, a cloud. That's and an asterisk is a symbol for snow on a map.
Oh yeah.
And that's also water high, and coming out of a cloud. And an Eric Sloan reference, he is the weatherman. He was the original, he's our OG weatherman, and so I can tie a reference to him in that too. Water tower, water stop, that's really great because they're it's not a period, it's comma. Warm water is halt and take it in the canyon down, comma. But a halt is a stop, a temporary stop where you fill up with water, stop. That's I love that.
Indy also notes that Jack found a good map, the landmark, which was the home of Brown and many other important pieces.
But but we're trying to figure out what landmark he found,
Yeah.
Right, Candy? I'm sorry, I missed it. I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry, dear. I did. Now I started a new video. Oh no, what's happening? Oh, here it is. Never mind. I should just leave the chat to you. That's why you're here. What am I doing? Never mind. I'm gonna look and do another video. I'm gonna play another video and to spark our imagination.
Okay, cool.
Okay, hang on. Here we go. Here's one that I've called "So Why Must I Go?"
Okay, gonna work with just the poem. What do you think? So, why is it that I must go? To me, that sounds like a consideration or considering. Consideration. Why must I go? That's consider, and leave my trove for all to seek. If you leave, is that abandon? I don't know how to spell anything. I spell it however I want. So, I mean, if I'm spelling, get over it if you don't want to. Okay. The answer I already know. Okay. So if you take the answer I already know, what does that mean? How about the answer you already know because it's history or historical? And how about I've done it tired, now I'm weak? That sounds like a struggle. Well, considering abandoned historical struggle. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, that was a pretty good one to find. Just because you could fit that into the abandoned history of the Native Americans, and especially I'm tying it into Yellowstone, especially because when that was declared a park in the 1870s, Yellowstone National Park was declared the very first natural park. And then they had to bring in an army or bring in the army up to protect it. And to the people that were using the resources for 10, 12,000 years, whatever, however, going to the obsidian cliffs, people have been going there for whatever, that's the tools. And so abandoned history, struggle, I like all that. But there I go jumping around. That's already way down the poem.
It's okay.
I know, because this is how I am. I don't.
It's your show.
That's my show. Oh, thanks for joining me on this.
It's fun. Actually, I think that's how it's going to be solved, Susie. I really believe that.
Just because something's gonna spark to somebody else, just like we're doing here. It's great.
So they might not be following along. I might have missed something here, but
No,
AVB wanted you to ponder the word Romanesque. Not that that was focused on this, but
under the word Romanesque.
yeah,
Romanesque
he wanted you to look up the word Romanesque and ponder it. And I said, we're working on the poem right now. So if you want me to look it up, I can.
But I don't see it where that is in our poem. Is Romanesque heavy loads? I mean, is it something to do with? Let's go back and work on the why must I go translation. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. And I said struggle. Let's talk about that. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. Because you know what? Even though if the what's become popular belief now is when we're working on the poem that begin it where warm water's halt is the first clue. And if you've been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down your quest to cease. That is the last clue. So our clues happen to be just in those first or the second, third, and fourth stanza of the poem. When what's the rest of the poem have to do with it? And do we need to translate it, or should we just purely work on that bit, those stanzas in the middle? What do you guys think out there on that? I know it takes a while for it to catch up, but Susie, at the end of the poem, I see Doug. I'm going to glance over here. Anyone want to hear House Husband Diary say poem?
So this is an interesting quote or comment from Gigi. She said, "The mountains are calling and I must go." And that's of course by Muir. Famous quote by John Muir.
And and I'm trying to think of the Roosevelt Arch.
Mm-hmm.
There is a big old plaque over the top of it that says something by the people for the people, or this is for the people. or something like that. You know, it's like a big damn deal. I can't think of the quote. I should look it up. I'm going to want to know what I'm talking about. Roosevelt.
So T. Brown said there might be a hint before the first clue. Of course, we all know what the first clue is. Chasing Indy Above said that she thought Mount Haynes was the home of Brown, and she thinks that's what Jack found. And then Mojo Man Mike is questioning that.
It says, for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. That's the giant, you know, like the slogan of Yellowstone Park. That's over the north entrance of the park.
I like this comment from Mary Green. She says, I like the idea of the Native Americans asking, why must I go? Once their land became a national park, they had to fight and try to hold on to the land. Yeah, that is a serious reality.
And that's a burden. That's a, you know, that's
a heavy load.
And it's also forgotten history, you know, that we all want to just wipe that part out of it. You know, we're just all, ooh, look at Yellowstone Park. You know, these resources were something that people counted on. I mean, they found those obsidian points and spear points. They took down woolly mammoths with those things. It's amazing.
That's nuts.
What? I know. So it was like the sharpest material found. It was like, so you find a good rock. That's what the whole civilization, that was their food source, relied on that obsidian cliff. Once they found, it was like, that to them was, I mean, gold, that was gold more than gold or whatever. It was up, that was their survival, that rock. And so, and when they kick people out, and then I think if you go there today, that whole thing, that whole cliff is roped off and blocked away from people. Nobody can even touch that cliff. No, they're afraid people are going to take everyone's going to take a chunk out of it until it's gone, or, you know, and it's protected. So you don't get caught with an obsidian rock chunk in your pocket when you're walking out of Yellowstone, you know? So that's why it always just made me think that there's no way that the chest could be in there, just because of all those rules, such as that. You can't even take a rock out of there. And people lived, you know, survived because of the rocks in Yellowstone, you know? So it's just a, here I see Chasing Indy. Jack purchased an out of print book from the 90s that focused on landmark names in the park. Oh, look at you knowing all these all this inside information. Ooh.
So this is cool. Gallatin Ghost says, of course, Mira also said, between every two pine trees, there is a door leading to a new way of life. And Forrest loved poetry. I've never heard that quote before. It's very good.
That's lovely. That's very foresty, right?
For sure.
Okay. You guys want to scare up another old video of mine?
So I feel badly. Indy is yelling at me. She says, no, Julie, I said Mount Haynes Overlook is home of Brown. Sorry, Indy. Sorry, Susie. I misread it.
Mount Haynes is, okay.
Mount Haynes Overlook is the home of Brown.
Overlook. I love the Overlook in the poem, or in the poem. I was where I found Overlook. Terry Scant with Marvel Gaze describes don't overlook, you know, Terry Scant with the Marvel Gaze, when you're, you know, it's like, so it's like don't overlook, or go to the or I think that part describes an overlook. I'm writing that down.
And then Carrie Galloway notes that Mount Haynes as a landmark is used by fishermen, and it's directly south of 9 Mile Hole. And his home of Brown is 9 Mile Hole. And Mark Lewis says obsidian is everywhere.
Right, but that cliff where you could just, there's a whole obsidian cliff that seems like it's easy to harvest, like you can walk up to it and, like it's a whole, I don't know. This is my imagination because I've never seen it in real life. I don't know what, this is all imagination. I can't wait to go to Yellowstone Park. Bucket list. You know what? No matter what, if this was in or out of the park, because of Forrest Fenn, I am going to go to Yellowstone Park before I die. That's just a deal. That's how it is.
I'll see you there, Susie.
Okay. Deal. Lee.
Shover Fox says he found a broken obsidian arrowhead on Taos Plateau. A zillion obsidian flakes, looks like black glass. But of course he didn't touch it and put it in his pocket.
That's from the nappy, isn't it, like I was reading, because there are archaeological digs happening in Yellowstone Park. I think that's a thing. I think, and they found everywhere they go, everywhere they dig, they find, napping fragments and campfire and, bones of all sorts of stuff. Mammoths, obviously, because it said that they killed mammoths with those points. I don't know if mammoths lived, I suppose, because they're woolly and it was cold up there. I don't know. I'm ridiculous. Whatever, you guys.
So Doug says obsidian is not
napping.
Yes. And Mario says obsidian is in the poem if read simple. And it's of course a volcanic stone.
Okay, that made me think of in the canyon down, go back to where up in that part of the poem, you read the word canyon. So red canyon, it always, that part of the poem to me, is there more than one red canyon? Is there a red canyon in Wyoming? Is there a red canyon that's that used to be called red, or visit or visually looks red?
Yeah, know. like some of the mountains and canyons have like definitely a reddish cast to them for sure.
Right, minerals, and especially what's all going on in the Yellowstone region. It's called Yellowstone for a reason, all the colors of. Okay, should I look at another ridiculous video from 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Sure. Yes, let's do it. What's the topic? Let's give them a topic so they can type quickly.
Okay.
Do you remember?
I don't want to do so. Hear me out. Okay, here's one. It's a short. It's under 1 minute, and I have it called "And Take It In."
Okay, cool.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, everybody. Here I go again. How about the part where it says, and take it in? When you take something in, it's alterations. Alterate? Is that a word?
No.
An alteration. You take it in, you change it. Alter it. I like that. Okay. There's that.
So I was using that as, like a seamstress. When you take your, when you take it in, you have it altered.
Right.
So I had the altered canyon. And that fits really, that was the, the one, the Hedgen Lake, however you say that word with the D and the G, that's
Mhm.
okay. Well, so Earthquake Lake, the altered canyon in the canyon down, that was like in the canyon fell down. It just seemed to fit so beautifully. But no, that is all in Montana. That is not in Wyoming, right? At all. So now where do we go with that? There blows that theory.
Well, not completely. Someone just put in chat hem, like you were just talking, take it in. So, which could be SO or SEW. And then SO is the abbreviation. Is that south?
Oh,
Take it in.
yeah. Why does he work so? So is in the poem. I mean, so is that? It could be very well. So, and south. I'm writing that down.
Is
Take
there
it in.
take it in and put in? Are they remember last week we did put in? Put in was actually north, wasn't it? So would take it in be south?
Because because it was
Put means a river and a northerly flow, correct?
right. Isn't that what we came up with last week? Yeah.
So put in was north and take.
Yeah. So it was like put it the river flowing north. I know we did come up with that.
You did, not me.
Right. I did. And it seemed like I came up with that and it made sense at the time.
I might have said we, but I apologize. It's all you.
Yeah.
I'm a team player, but I'm not trying to steal your thunder, Susie.
Oh, there's no thunder involved. I'm like, I want somebody else to. Mhm. Take it in is excellent content, says.
Doug wants to do a GoFundMe to send Susie to Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. But I can't go there alone. I mean, I would need all these. Everyone's got to go. You got to come with me, Uli. Oh, would that be? Now there would be
Troublemakers.
it would be fun and it would be a lot of laughs, I think. Oh,
So
and
Mario
amazing.
says,
I don't think.
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just be how amazing. I was just gonna say how amazing it would be to go to Yellowstone. It's one of those. It's like who described it as was that Ben and Ashley described it as like going to Disneyland, like on a ride, like you're on a carnival ride, and you drive really slow, and around every corner you're like you're in awe because it's like it really is like going to an amusement park in slow mo. There's so many people up there. I guess I don't know.
I didn't hear
Somebody
that.
was
Cool.
describing Yellowstone.
Yeah. Mario says take it in is in the view or scenery, Susie. Maybe. And chasing
Oh,
the river
take it in. Like,
take Susie Fennhaven.
I like it.
So Mario says altered, and the last three letters is RED Canyon. Maybe you already said that. I apologize. And Gallatin.
Alternative Red Canyon. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that, Mario. Oh, look at him, Nomadic Madman. Hi. How are you doing? He just popped into the room. Good to see ya. Uli and Susie do Yellowstone. That would be great.
It would be Thelma and Louise, baby.
We'd have to have, so who's gonna, Nomadic Madman would have to follow us around and film it. He's the guy with the camera. Where was the bottleneck? Then where was the bottleneck? Bottleneck.
So Gallatin
bottleneck-
asked the question, many solve the first two clues. After that, it is the bottleneck. And I think Jack said that around the home of Brown, maybe?
It's because all the soda pop tops. You know, a bottleneck and a soda pop top, it just kind of all fits together, and soda butte and all that with the hat. And where's Alan Kay? Taking care of all that family. Okay, how about here we go. I found one that's called Where Do Warm Waters Halt? Look, you guys want to hear that one? It's 2 minutes long. Here comes another video.
Let's do it.
Hi, all you Fen treasure seekers. It's me again. It's Susie. Hi, I'm back. We're gonna do Where Warm Waters Halt again. I'm gonna just keep making these videos and just keep working it out. I know I probably did like 4 or 5 Where Warm Waters Halt. I don't know. I lost track of my videos. I have no clue. I'm just doing whatever Okay, let's Terry Scant with the drama. Let's get on with it. Begin it where? Begin. As in not having a chance. She cannot begin to understand. Or it costs at least. Prices begin at. Cost at least, not having a chance. Okay, it, meaning the situation, where, and these are the definitions that I got off the dictionary, off my crappy little tablet. Where, in which, that. Okay, those are 2. Warm, a lively or heated disagreement. You know, the debate warmed type thing. And then waters halt, stopping the flow. Waters halt, it stops the flow. Okay. How about that, everybody? Okay, let's read it. We didn't read it. Not having a chance, the situation in which a heated disagreement stopped the flow. That sounds like something to me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Okay, I'll do whatever's next.
Whatever's next.
I'll do whatever's next. Always kind of game. Oh, I just caught it on camera. You can't see crap when you're. I'm sorry, everybody. I know it's a delay. We're good.
So this is addressed to Indy, but Carrie Galloway says rainbowing is a fishing term where the rod bends. Maybe the blaze is a fishing rod. It's sort of like that. I never heard that, Carrie. Sorry to jump around, Susie. That wasn't related.
No, jump all you want. That's how I roll.
I'm gonna
You
I'm
know,
gonna do whatever's next.
that's right.
Follow your footsteps.
That's right. Let's do whatever's next. Look at all the people in here. Oh, there's 73 watching. Epic. Nice to see you all. Thanks for joining me. Okay, let's go to 10 o'clock. Let's do 15 more minutes of ridiculousness. You want to hear With My Treasures Bold?
Sure. Let me just scroll down. I'm a little bit behind.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to peek in there, feel free.
I have one called With My Treasures Bold, or Figuring Out How to Simplify Fenn's something. Let's do that one.
Okay.
It's only 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Jumping is how I roll, says Randy Pischel. Sorry. Hi, David Chrome. Hi, Silver Fox. Hi, Davy B. Did I ever say hi to you? Galaxy. Oh, look at this room is fun. Okay, let's do, what was I gonna do? Figuring out how to simplify. It's called, did we do this one yet? I don't know. Let's listen. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Hi, everybody. It's me again. Hi, all you YouTubies. Oh boy, is it your lucky day. I've been working on As I Have Gone Alone in there. Here we go. I'm gonna go and show you. As I have gone. No, as I have. As I have. As I have sounds like follow to me. And then you go gone. Gone. Extinct, dead, forgotten, missing, lost. As I have follow, lost. Abandon, alone. So alone in. Single, solo, unaccompanied, abandoned, forsaken. When you're alone in, you're solitary, you're abandoned, forsaken, a lost, abandoned, forsaken. Both of those are good. Alone in, and then there, position at that point, inside that place. In fact, in that respect. So what are we at? Follow. Extinct. Abandon. Place. There is a place inside that place. Place. Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to go as I have gone alone in there. I'll do the next line next. Thanks for watching.
Good God, that made no sense. This is why I marked them private.
Susie, they're good. You never know when it's going to spark something different or imaginative. You've taught so many people to think outside the box, for real.
It says gone equals extinct, alone in, solo, abandoned. There equals position. As I have equal follow, and that just brings to mind the whole idea of the Fenn family migrating every year, just like they had for 10,000, 12,000, how many ever years. Texas up into Yellowstone. His tribe, his family went there and came back every summer, and people did that forever. They followed the animals into the park, into the summer, and followed them out when the winter came. And so it just seems so obvious and yet so impossible. It seems obvious it's Yellowstone, but yet it seems impossible that it could be.
And he said he never even thought about a second spot. I mean, he was going to make
Like, he didn't care.
No
He
what.
said he didn't. Yep. He didn't give a rat's ass about it. He's like, this is where it's going to be. The rest of it's all blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be dead. I don't care.
I might check with the lawyer. I might check with the lawyer again, but it doesn't really matter. It's still gonna be
Doesn't
there.
matter if everyone goes to Yellowstone looking, nah, that's what I wanted to do. Mhm.
So Lucky Digger says, Susie, do you think there was a camera on the location?
Not necessarily, no.
Five Leaf thinks you already hit 3 hints tonight. So he's not pulling on his leash very hard right now. And and Uncle Titus says, what if worth the cold is not water?
Right? What is the cold then? If it's not, you're gonna have to get wet. That one, I think your work, your effort is the work you put in will be in the work you put in the future will be valuable. The work you put in will be valuable, or will be to the future will be valuable. The cold though, there we go. Then I'm like, what is the cold? I can do your effort will be worth, but I can't figure out the cold. Except for water.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I didn't.
So Lost and Unknown says, landscapes and rivers always move in different directions. In 1,000 years, they will no longer be there. Geology 101, which I think that is something very to be, noted. Forrest said about not all the clues were created when he was born, I guess. And then I know Chasing Andy has said in the past that the one fishing hole that he had was already gone, I believe.
It moved like the isn't, I don't know for sure, but it seems like there was a river behind the dude or Fennhaven, or in the vicinity of that went through West Yellowstone that moved, right? Or no? The whole Bannister, all I know is all of that has moved from the time in the 1930s and 40s when Forrest was going there, and where those rivers are and where everything, it's changed for sure in that amount of time. In his 80 years, it's,
Susie, Jim Kingcatcher says, your vlogs are the best, no drama, just stream of conscious thinking.
Thank
He
you.
says you're awesome.
No, it's you guys that are awesome. That I wouldn't be, you guys are the ones that support me in doing this, and it makes me look forward to doing this every Friday. It's like, ooh, yay, let's do this, And when it gets, it's easy to get stuck in the ick about it. And so I don't like to be stuck in the ick.
Yeah. Gabby poses the question, how heavy is the whole treasure?
The whole treasure. I don't know. He says it's over 20 troy pounds in the book. That's all we know. The book. Of
gold.
Yes, of gold. He doesn't mention anything about the weight of the chest in the book. And so that to me makes the weight invalid, except for the vague description of it being 20 troy pounds, about 20 troy pounds or something like that, he said, and it's not even exact. And then later in interviews is when he said it was the chest weighed 20 pounds itself, and he had to take it into two different trips, and that the actual weight of the gold was 22.2 pounds. And then so it went from troy pounds to pounds. Those are two different things, but a troy pound is less than a real pound.
What, 12 ounces versus 16, I believe? Something
like that. And so that whole adding up those numbers doesn't work for me. But although the actual weight of the gold that would be fine to correlate that with the weight that Forrest lost in my War for Me chapter. Did he
Mhm.
give a specific weight? Yes, he did. He said, I lost 22 pounds and didn't even know it, right? Wasn't it exactly 20? I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
have that page
you're
pulled up,
correct.
but like that was right. And so that would be, you know, I can see that Forrest would use that weight as a target of, you know, the sacrificing of, and you know, the whole thing, blah blah. I bore myself.
So the only, I'm going to comment on a couple of comments next, but the only number that I could find that aligned with 22 was Forrest Fenn's parents' anniversary. Their wedding date was the 22nd.
And that's 1942. I have written here on the, oh wait, nope, I'm on the Totem Cafe Caper and I have 1942. And I don't know why I wrote that, so never mind. Oh,
And then,
okay, things are off the rails. I think it's time. Okay, we have 4 more minutes, everybody. Who's
sorry,
going on
go
next?
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to look at the JK. I'm trying to look at the chat myself. The treasure is 22.2 pounds. Box is 20 pounds. I know, but we know that because of interviews and not because of the book. We know the weight he lost, and we know the approximate weight of the chest because of the Golden Moor chapter. Gold in ore.
So Nomadic says worth the cold is the chest. Like how the bronze felt cold to the children.
Oh,
and
bronze.
yeah. And Silver Fox said worth sounds like a measurement. Worth the cold. And I'm thinking about measurements and I think of Frosty, the polarity, like the north-south poles. Worth the cold.
Frosty was the ruler. We had to, you know, so is that our, yeah, is that our compass? Is our you know, it's, how can you change a ruler into a compass or a ruler into a heading? A ruler can be used as a scale, you know, like how many miles per inch,
But he
you know?
changed polarity, right?
Right.
And Frosty,
Ooh,
like
I like that.
the
Who
Antarctic,
did that?
and
Nomadic.
that was Silver Fox on a previous show. I remember he pointed that out.
Good
I
one,
think it
Silver
might have been your
Fox.
show last week. Yeah.
Right. I'm in the Golden War chapter. Oops. Throwing things on the floor. Like Olga, so there was no hero anywhere in me, and everything I thought about radiated an aura of misfortune. But nature can be lenient at times, like with Olga. So I figured I had at least a year to live. And this is Forrest words from page 129. It right in the middle of him talking about his cancer diagnosis and then the jewels and that, you know, so I decided, you know, it's like, okay, here we go. Oh, I love this one. Then one night, after the probability of my fate had finally hit bottom, there he talks about the bottom again. And that goes with the theory of, you know, starting from the bottom up, and Davio's theory about counting words from the bottom up in the poem. I got an idea. Okay. Then one night, I'm going to start over. Then one night, after the probability of my fate had finally hit bottom, I got an idea. It had been so much fun building my collection over the decades. Why not let others come searching for some of it while I'm still here? and maybe continued looking for it after I'm gone? Question mark. Gone, as I gone alone. Here we are still looking for it after he's gone, although it's already been found. Okay, anyway, here we go. So I decided to fill a treasure chest with gold and jewels, then secret it. Keep my secret where? Leaving clues how to find it for any searcher willing to try. All you all. It was a perfect match of mind and moment. Ha! I like the idea, but it would take some planning, and the clock was ticking. No matter how far away a date is on the calendar, it always seems to arrive sooner in the face of unpleasant situations like mine. And that right there is the end is ever drawing nigh. That's my translation of, where I can find the end is ever drawing nigh in the book. Is on page 129, and it's him saying no matter how far away a date is on a calendar, it always seems to arrive sooner in the face of unpleasant situations like mine. I also put that as a solve to Butte, Montana, and the Berkeley pit, and the water levels are breaching the water table of the whole city, and it's all going to turn into arsenic water. I don't know, but I just thought, oh my God, this unpleasant situation like mine, as in pit mine and not mine,
That's clever because that's vernacular. That's how we actually say things, even if they aren't spelled that way.
Right. And I think that's a point of a lot of this with Forrest, the way he wrote this book in particular. Not his other writings are so different, I think, than The Thrill of the Chase. A lot more simplified. Anyway, what was I saying about that drink? Susie loses her attention. Isn't that the key word to drink? Good night, fair ladies, says the king. Good night, your majesty. Thanks for joining us. It is 10:02. Okay, you guys. Jack found it in the Berkeley pit. No, that was just a landmark. I didn't think it was at the Berkeley pit or in the Berkeley. I thought it was at the Ringing Rocks, which is outside of them, not very far, like 8.25 miles away from the Ringing Rocks is the Berkeley pit. Some crap like that. But anyway, okay, let's tie it up, you guys. I think I'm going to end it here, and I wish somebody else was going on.
Susie, Davio said the Book of Days, just brought up the Book of Days, which I think is something to be noted when you're talking about the days arrival.
Yes, and the time and the time, we know Time magazine, time is a theme. It's one of the themes, and so that is a great tie-in to that whole.
And of course, we know time can be directional. Like, I got your back. I got your six. Check out the hot guy at 3:00.
Right.
Put your hands at 10 and 2. We know exactly what that means.
8:00 district attorney. And is that 8:00 when you're in the vicinity? The district is in the area, in the vicinity. A district is a place, so once you're at the place, 8:00 is your direction. And that's from that, isn't that page 42 something like that. I don't know. It's been really great fun tonight, you guys, and thanks for joining me. I'm gonna jump off here, and Huli, stick with me for a second because I'm gonna stop the stream, and then I will stop the
Okay, thanks for having me, Susie.
Yeah, no, thanks for doing this. It makes it so much easier, and I feel like it's a great way to get everyone involved and engage the community without me I'm gonna watch this back and see if I could get anything out of these notes. Let's keep working.